For division of fractions, division is nice because the pattern for division is to change it to multiplication of the reciprocal. In other words, you end up with a pattern that looks like this. Oops. If it won't quite like that, it would be something like another fraction, like this. You have one fraction divided by another fraction. The pattern is, without going into the details, is to change division to multiplication and then take the reciprocal, or flip the second fraction. Not the first. The first stays alone, stays the same, and the second one is flipped. So we'll take a look at a couple of these. If you know how to do multiplication, then you can do division just fine. So here's a fraction, 7/8 divided by 5/6. There we go. We're going to change that. 7/8 division becomes multiplication of the reciprocal, just like that. And again, then you're following the rules for multiplication, which is straight across. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So you could 42 40ths, like that, reduce it, divide them both by, say, like 7, 6, well, let's just say somebody picked 2. You'd have 21 over 20. And you say, all right, well, 20 goes into 21 once, 1 left over for remainder, and you would be done. The other thing you can do, as shown in the multiplication video, you can do a little reduction ahead of time here, divide them both by their greatest common factor. So for 6 and 8, it's 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Nothing we can do with the 7 and the 5. But now we got 7 times 3, that's 21. And 4 times 5, that's 20. It just saves you a little bit of work. You don't end up with these larger fractions that then need to be reduced. We're immediately here, and we just reduce it well, either rewrite it or simplify it to a mixed number. So there's that. Now, if you're given mixed numbers, a mixed number you're going to want to change to an improper fraction and then do just what we did. So if we have 5 and 1/3 divided by, divided by, give me the dots, there we go, 4 and 1/5. There we go. All right, now, changing mixed to improper, 5 times 3 plus 1. We have 15 plus 16. Keep your denominator, divided by 4 times 5 plus 1. That's 21. Keep your denominator. Okay, we don't need common denominators again for multiplying or dividing. I would recommend, if you can, you do a little reducing ahead of time. I see with the 21 and the 3, their greatest common factor is 3. So I'll divide by 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Nothing to do with the 16 and the 5. So we have 16 times 7 is 42. 3 to 4. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 4 is 11. And then 1 times 5 is 5. And then it's a matter of changing that answer to a mixed number. 5 goes into 112. Let's see. Twice, that would be 10. There's 12 left over. So 22. Oops, that's interesting. Okay, 22 with 2 left over. And we were working with fifths. That's the 22. A little bit better. All right, so 22 and 2/5 is our final answer. Again, if you didn't reduce that 21 and 3, you would just have much larger numbers that you would have to then reduce a little further.